Hello, hello, hello. Hi guys. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie with Fun Budgets. And we're finally doing our debt snowball video. I know guys, I'm very late. If you have been, following along, then you know that we have a shit ton of debt and that we have been going through it like crazy this month. And last month, October was a literal shit show for my family. We are officially in the new house, so yay! The lighting is really weird. I don't have everything that I need to film. Actually, I don't have like my mats. I don't have anything unpacked or anything like that. So today is November 12th, and I wasn't even gonna film today. I was just going to continue with the moving process and like get all of that over with, and then I was gonna, after the moving process, I was then gonna film. Now I have been working behind the scenes on other things. I just haven't been filming. I haven't been putting any content out there and stuff like that. Like I've had my my debt written down and stuff like that for the past like week and a half, and I just haven't had time to actually sit down with quietness and be able to actually film and get it all out there to you guys. So sorry about that, but not sorry. I'm going through a big storm right now, but things are starting to calm down. I can tell that my body is coming out of the fight or flight a little bit, starting to feel much better. We've been in this new house. Today will be the third night that we'll be here. It's wonderful. It's really nice. And this new house is very calm and relaxing. So the audio might even be different in this house so we're in a townhome now. And I'm thankful for what happened. Did some of it make me very sad the way that it happened? Yes. Yes. Long story short, we're supposed to go live with a family member. I spent that, so you guys are going to see that I went into further debt at the end of October going into November, and that is because my world literally flipped upside down, and you have to do what you have to do to continue surviving, and you sometimes have literal no choice. So yes, we do have a couple of extra debts added on, but we are now living in a place that is cheaper, so that should definitely help us here in the future. But I feel like it kind of like averages out in a way, because here living in this townhome, we're not allowed to do any scrapping, so that takes away like the ability to have extra money to stuff. So yeah, the savings is not going to probably look as impressive living here at this home. And that's okay. That's all right. But like I said, I think it's going to average out, I think it'll equal out. But anyways, long story short, we're supposed to move in with family. They decided last minute, never mind, that they don't want anyone moving in with them. And so we had to hurry up and find a place as quickly as possible, or we were going to be homeless. There was even talks there of moving all the way to Texas to live with family, because we were scared that we weren't going to be able to get a place. And then so I had to get a PayPal. I had to do some cash advances on there. Yeah, it is a whole thing, but we're okay. We're okay. We're surviving. We're in a newer place. My hands are like super dry. I didn't get to put no lotion on. So you guys I don't know where it's at, okay? It's in a box somewhere. It's in a box somewhere. I don't know, but I'll find it later. But anyways, so let's get into this debt. Now, actually, some of this debt might actually be knocked off by the end of this month. Maybe. And we'll talk about that here in a few minutes. So I'll go ahead and start writing it all down. Now, today I had to make this video. Excuse me. Oh my gosh. I just got done drinking coffee and eating my eggs, and it was so good. I ate eggs this morning with a strawberry. Is it Chobani? Is that how you say the name of the yogurt? Anyways, whatever. It was really good yogurt. Strawberry. But anyways, let's just get started, Stephanie. Just get started. So debt number 1. So yes, we went further in debt. I don't know what kind of number 1 that is. Cell phone. The lighting in this room is coming from behind me right now. So if it looks a little strange, I'm sorry. I don't have curtains yet on my my window, and the sun comes in. It's morning time right now. And so it's coming in good, and you can tell it definitely warms up. Oh my gosh, I cannot, guys. Stephanie, don't talk whenever you're writing. Please don't, because we are not starting off with a balance of $300. 136, Stephanie. 08. Now, my cell phones, okay, in a way, I'm kind of glad that I didn't pay. I'm glad that I didn't pay these off, actually. Well, as of right now, okay, as of right now that we're speaking about it, I'm happy that I chose not to pay off, even though everyone was like, pay off your devices, just pay off the device. I know, guys, I know. But listen, that money helped me so much that I had in my cash stuffings. I had to use everything out of my cash stuffing to help pay for things. And to help pay for rent, or we would have been screwed. There's a lot more that goes into that I'm not even going to worry about speaking on, because I don't feel like I should say every detail about what unfolded, because it could make I don't know. It could come off as I'm mad at a family member when I'm not. So I would rather not. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm glad the way that things happened, even though I went into further debt and am having to do extra moving and all the things that we're doing. But I'm thankful for it. And I am very happy with the way that it unfolded. And guys, a side note, okay, of something very exciting for me. So it may not make any sense to you guys, but, by the way, I'm not talking about it as I'm going, because a lot of my viewers have already been here, and you guys already know the kind of debt that I'm in. You already know about all of these debts. If you want to see the percentages, I will go ahead and link down below in the description the last debt payoff video, and then you guys can literally see, and you guys are getting a good view of my numbers, okay? I am not even going to talk. I'm just literally writing everything down as I go, and you guys can see everything perfectly fine. I have you guys zoomed in today, so you guys can do that, and let's just chit chat while we do this, okay? Because today, I don't feel like even really talking about the numbers, but I'm showing up. I'm not super nervous today. I'm doing okay. Because normally, if you've been here, you know that I get super, super anxious during these videos. But today, I'm actually doing pretty dang good, and I just feel chit-chatty. So I will just talk to you guys instead. But anyways, exciting news. If you've been here and you remember a while back, about a couple months back, I was talking about my fairy challenge that I was in the works. I was working on, or whatever, and I was so excited about said fairy challenge, and I was like, guys, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh gosh, 7. Not 6, Stephanie. It's so beautiful. Like, I'm so upset because it's not working out. Like, it won't print out. It's giving me like the worst trouble ever, you know? And it was this, literally, I would sit there and just like want to cry about it, because I worked so hard on it. And so these two are backwards. I had wrote them down originally the wrong way. But anyways, so I was so upset because it would not load for the life of it. Like, it was driving me nuts. I was like, why can you not work? Like, I was having the worst trouble with like it loading on the Cricut and everything, and it just wouldn't work. And so I'm like, okay, well, obviously this is not meant to be. It's not meant to happen. So I kind of just gave up on it, because I had it completely done. And then, guys, Cricut would never print it out. Like, it would never send it to my printer, right? And I was like, why is it doing this to me? Like, it's never done it before on anything else that I've made before. And it's doing it, So, anyways, long story short, guys, I got the news about like not being able to like move in with my family member, and like everything I felt at the time, when you're in fight or flight, your brain goes there, okay? I just thought, okay, that's it. We're going to be homeless. Life as we know it is literally ending. Like, I don't know what to do. I was just in fight or flight, freaking out kind of thing. Well, while I was freaking out, I was, playing around with Cricut, and starting to slowly work on, some Christmas stickers, right? And then I was like, well, maybe if I take some of like the sticker files and I move them over, like, yes, it's going to cost more money to me, like to make, but I wonder if I put them in their own individual file, if it will then work, like, I'm just curious, like, just let's see if this works, Guys, it printed all of them out. Oh my gosh, it took forever to print them out because it took forever to load and all that stuff. But it finally freaking printed out, and I literally sat there and I cried because I was so happy of all the time, all the hours. Hold on. Okay, guys, we're back. That was my husband. He was like, they changed my shifts again. They're doing this and they're doing that. I'm like, oh man. Oh man, here we go. But it's all okay. We're all gonna be just fine. And it wasn't a bad thing. We're talking about just like day shift and night shift. We're not talking about like, less hours or anything like that. I'm just, he thought he was gonna be going on day shift and stuff like that. But I don't even remember exactly. Oh, we were talking about the fairy challenge. Yes, I got them all printed out, guys. I'll show them to you in this video, but they're not in the shop yet. So I've been thinking during this whole move and like trying to plan like where I'm going with things. And I'm thinking I'm going to be going in a different direction when it comes down to the shop and things being uploaded, and how, like, not uploaded, but when they come into the shop or whatever, I'm going to be changing that up. I don't like the way that everything's been going. Okay, hold on. I need to think for a second, because this is the part where we added a debt. Hold on. 23. All right. And this one was for 68.27. All right, so number 13 is going to be, yes, we added in Target. Now, I already paid some on this card. It's at $5.60. Sorry. But technically, I've already paid $200 to that. So the Klarna card is going to be going kind of up and down right now because I'm actively going to be using it and paying a lot off and then going back for right now to get that 5% while I'm just moving and stuff. Like, I'm not worried about it. But so I think the payment on this is going to be $30, but I don't think anything is going to be due anyway until next month. But here we are. So number 14. Now we can go back to the original, what we were writing down, Old Navy. So anyways, I think what I'm going to do with the whole shop situation is make it to where I have like a set time of the month that I put any and all things that I have made for that month available all at one time, instead of uploading, like putting things onto the shop and it being like one or two things at a time and things like that. You know, I don't want to do that anymore. I want to, like, if I do a release in December, for instance, like this is just me speaking, okay? I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen. Is like, if I'm going to put out my theme stickers, if I'm going to be putting out things like, you know, challenges and stuff like that or whatever, I'd rather do it all in one batch, all on the same day, and then come on here and like do a video for you guys and say, okay, hey guys, you know, or like give you guys a heads up of when it's going to happen kind of thing, so that you guys know that it's going to be going on there, and then you know what to expect, and then you know what's going to be on the shop. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what we're going to be doing from now on, because it's kind of confusing the way that I have been doing it. I've been like all over the place, but things are starting to calm down, and I'm becoming more organized again. And I'm also doing homeschool with my daughter, and so that's another reason why I've been pretty MIA. But we're doing really good with homeschooling, and I think that it was a good decision. I think that it was a very good decision. So far, we're doing great. All right, so we have Sam's Club is at, I hope you guys have all been doing well. How have you guys been? What have you guys been up to? I hope that everyone, oh, hold on, I'm messing up again, guys. I'm at the part of the paper that I had wrote down, like, just looks a little confusing, so my bad. And then I had to remember my numbers aren't going to line up either, because I added the target in there where it was supposed to be. So that's what throwing me off. So hold on, let me just draw a line of what I've already wrote down, so then I know that it's not going to confuse me anymore, because it was throwing me off. Okay, affirm. How is everyone doing in their debt journey? If you're on a debt journey, have you been being successful? Have you, messed up or had to back up a little bit due to stupid life? I heard about maybe us all getting a $2,000 check. I don't know how true that is, but I mean, that would be pretty dang cool, wouldn't it? It would help out a lot. I definitely want savings again. I still feel very sad about having empty envelopes. I have nothing to lean back on. It's all completely gone. Last week I was going to film, my payday routine and all that kind of stuff, but ended up not doing it. I was way too busy for that. I could not even think to do it. And that's okay. That's okay. We're going to get there in time, and things are going to be okay. And we're going to get back to doing those savings. And I know that it will build back up. And I need to be patient. And I know that I have a lot of debt to pay off, and I probably shouldn't be saving. But guys, I'm very thankful for the savings that I had. What kind of cue is that? So I will continue stuffing and everything. Sorry, my handwriting is getting sloppy. My carpal tunnel is acting up today. But you know what though? It has actually been doing really good, and it's just now flaring up on me. So I will say that I'm very happy about how my hands have been doing. If you're here and you've been here since the beginning, you guys heard me complain about it, my first or second video or whatever, about my carpal tunnel bothering me real bad. well, guys, it actually started doing really good for a while there. And now that's the reason why I'm writing so jacked up right now, is because my hand is a little numb and it hurts a little bit. So it's okay. It will go away. I know that it will. It's just flaring up right now. Probably, honestly, it's probably due to all the eating out that we've been doing during this move. Now, the last 2 nights, we have stopped eating out. We're now doing a challenge of a no eating out challenge, only eating from home, and that's it. And I'm happy to be doing that, because that's probably why I'm flared up right now. Because anytime that we do any kind of excessive eating out, like for too long of a period of time, I get flared up everywhere. Swollen ankles, joints hurt, the whole nine. So I do know the cause of it. I do. And you guys don't have to say, go do this, go do that. I know. I'm the problem. I'm the reason why I feel this way. It will go away. I know it will. It does every time. And I've been doing really good, and it hasn't bothered me until now. Oh, let's write care credit, not credit care. Okay. But I cannot wait to get down to 1 page. And I know that we had a setback. I know this is a really big setback that we have going on here. But we got this, guys. We got this. And that is what life is, You are doing great. You feel like all your stars are lining, And then, boom. Never mind. Just kidding. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. We thought that it was all going to be going good. And then, poof. But, guys, I really like this area that we moved to. I don't know why I put that there, but okay. It seems very nice here. This is an added debt too. PayPal. So PayPal, I ended up getting a PayPal credit card, and I had to do cash advance on it just to make it by, just to be able to do the things I had to do. I had to pay a $300 deposit to get in here. I also had to pay, I had to get a cash advance to pay my last month's rent. November's rent, half of a month's rent or whatever for there. And just, yeah, I had to do that. So it is what it is. But here we are. I don't know what the payment is going to be yet. So I don't know. I'm just going to put like $60. It's probably going to be more than that. I have no idea. I'm just going to put that for now. $23. $23. Wow. Number 23. Bank 1. But like I said, I will link down below. Oh wait, did I ever even talk about these? I don't know if I did or not. Anyways, I'll tell you guys about it right now. So for all of the cell phones and like tablets and stuff that are on, on here, I was saying I was happy, and if I already said it, I apologize. I'm all over the place. But I called Spectrum, right, to move in over here. And when I called, the lady was like, okay, you know how they always do the whole like, well, since you're moving, let's talk about, all the things that you would qualify for and yada, 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 right? And so I usually am always like, just don't even talk to me about it, because I'm happy where my bill is. Like my bill in the past, if you've been here, we got it down to like $32 or so a month. And I'm so happy, with that. I want to keep it like that. And so I don't know why I started doing that, but I did. But anyways, so she started talking, right? And she's like, well, I like to tell you about all the things that, you know, you could benefit from, you know, because of this move and yada, yada, yada. And I told her, I said, you know, don't worry about it because you know, I don't want to change or I don't want to pay any more than what I have to. We're just going to go ahead and flip over to this side. Okay. Actually, maybe I should write one more over here because, so 25. But anyway, so I said, you know, I don't want to, you know, talk about it because I don't want to change it. You know, I'm happy with how much I'm paying and I just got done changing it and yada, yada, yada. And she said, well, did they let you know about Spectrum Mobile? And I was like, well, they tried to, and I told them that I am in contract with Verizon, you know, and that I have so much like debt with them. Like I owe them for, you know, multiple devices and stuff, right? And she's like, well, you can, you know, bring them all over here, you know, and we'll pay them off for you. And I said, okay, so, sorry, my daughter didn't know I was filming. She came in. But anyways, so she was like, well, did they tell you about, you know, being able to bring your devices over and we'll pay them off? And I said, well, I don't think that you guys would, you know, allow, you know, that much because I have a lot, you know. Oh my gosh, Stephanie. One main Stephanie, not, what is that? Uni? O-N-I? I don't know, whatever. One main. Okay. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go ahead and write this down. 15,021.03. And this one didn't really change. And that is because we had to defer. We had to defer one of the payments and whatever. So that's okay. We're back. We're in good standings. We never like got anything bad on our credit for it or anything like that. All right, and then we have Chevy, and we have that at 24,314.85, 588, and then 28 is Honda. So we added 2 debts this month, unfortunately, and it's sad, yes. But we're going to be all right, guys. We're going to be all right. 354.94. And then I pay $650 towards it. Okay. Plus, I have to add it all up. I have not added it up. And I will in a few minutes. But anywho, real quick, I'll just explain real fast about the whole Spectrum thing. So she said that, long story short, we can go ahead and, you know, they'll do a payoff up to $2,500. I said, $2,500? Really? And she's like, yeah. And so I was in the car at the moment when I was talking to this woman, and I was like, oh, well, I don't think that we have 2,500 or anything like that. So normally I would have saved like this knowledge or whatever for our like middle of the month update. I like show things that like we've changed or like, you know, things like that. Well, this month we're not going to be doing a middle of the month update because we're already in the middle of the month. So it makes no sense. So I'm going to go ahead and add it in this one and we'll just go ahead and talk about it. So she says that they will cover up to 2,500 payoff devices if you switch over to them. Now, I'm a dummy and I didn't ask. Well, I'm not a dummy. I just was not feeling that great whenever I was talking to her, and I was hangry and just, there was a lot going on. And I was just worried about getting Wi-Fi turned on over here because, like I said, I'm doing homeschool. I need the Wi-Fi, you know. So I went ahead and added it up when I got home and saw that all of our devices together is 1,717.73. So I need to give her a call back and talk about it and see if there's I don't know. Have you guys ever done that with Spectrum? Is there any kind of like, I don't know, like catches to it? You know what I mean? Like, is there anything that maybe they make you pay it back to them, or do they make you be in like a really long contract with it? I don't know. I got to call back. I got to find out. I just wanted to know what my number was. I wanted to know if I was under that 2,500 mark, which I am. And if you look on here and you add up the devices, it's not going to add up to this because the other devices that are on here are on promotional offer and we don't pay monthly on them. We just pay for the line. So that's why it's more expensive here. So anyways, let me go add up these numbers and I'll be right back. Alrighty guys, I added up everything together. And so I did not put how much minimum payment. I didn't even worry about that part because I have to hurry up and I have to be done. My phone is literally running out of memory as well. So I had to delete some videos when I get done with this. So we're back up to a total of $94,645.25. Now, it is what it is, okay? And we are, back to having 3 on here. But if we can get Spectrum to go ahead and pay off our phones and we can switch over to them, we will have a much lower monthly payment and we won't have all of our phone debt anymore. And we'd be able to cross that all off the list and be done with it. So that would be pretty cool. But we're not getting our hopes up on anything that is not 100% certain, because if anything, life has really taught me, don't count on anything. Don't count on anything. Don't count on anyone's word. Nothing until you actually see it for yourself. So we did not pay off debt. Instead, we went into the hole of $2,008.35. It is okay. We're not going to cry about it. We're not going to be upset. It is what it is. And hopefully next month will be a much better month. November's still going to be a little rocky for us, but it is less debt. And I am thankful for it compared to where we started, because when we started our debt payoff journey back in July, we were over 100,000 in debt. So I'm happy about where we are. It's still something paid off. And it just we may have took, 2,000 steps back. Anyways, if you stuck through and you have been here this whole video, go ahead and give me some, give me some heart emojis, guys. I need some love. Give me some love. Let's do heart emojis. Just spam me up with some heart emojis. And I hope you guys enjoy this video. And in my next video, you guys will get to see the fairy challenge. So excited about her. Oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. And also share with you what I have on the shop. I don't know when we're going to start doing cash stuffings again. I hope that it's very soon. I pray that it's very soon. But for now, we're just staying above water, and that's just life sometimes. But I will talk to you guys within the next few days or so, and I'll be sharing with you guys what's going on with the shop and my new plans and what will be going up on the shop. So I hope you guys are excited about that. Some people that did order from me, they did get a free fairy challenge. I hope that they're enjoying it. Thank you for the orders that I have gotten. I truly appreciate it so very much. And I will be talking to you very soon. Bye.